Well, let's get reaction to that announcement, and for that we are joined, of course, by Dr. Kuhle Zwakala, who is a political party brand analyst. Dr. Zwakala, a good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us on the agenda. I think once that announcement was made, what was your initial reaction?
Yeah, I think that the morning, Naredi, to yourself and your viewers. So I think the EFF's recruitment strategy, as it were, is somewhat smart and unorthodox, right? I think they've gone beyond the rhetoric that you voluntarily join the party at your will to actively actually scouting for leaders that that largely reflect society. I mean, they've recruited your actors, your musicians, your Marikana widows, your lawyers, so on and so forth. So I think they're quite unorthodox, and I find that quite smart of the party. However, I don't think Advocate Mkhwebane is a prominent politician. I don't even think she's got a constituency. You know, she was not necessarily popular as a public protector for whatever reason. So I don't think she's necessarily an asset to the EFF.
Yeah, of course, the former public protector, now member of the EFF, has said that that this is not a grudge move in joining the EFF, and I'm keen to hear if you agree with that, if you really believe that this is not a grudge move, considering that she is the first public protector to be impeached, and a difficult, long impeachment process that she has had to endure, of course, and you can respond to that, and then just talk to me a little bit about what this says and does for the EFF. You say it's a smart tactic on the part of the EFF. Will it translate to votes?
Yeah, two things you're touching there on already. So I think the essence of the EFF was based on people being expelled and therefore finding their own home elsewhere. So it's very similar to the public protector being impeached. So I think that the inception of the EFF itself was based on grudge. I think that's my opinion. Those are the facts. So will this translate to votes? As I'm saying, I don't think Advocate was once rumored to be in close proximity and association with the infamous RT grouping of the ANC. So she was not necessarily an asset. But I suppose going into 2024 already, I think every vote counts. So if Advocate Mkhwebane can, I saw on social media, her daughter has also joined the party. So if you can get households to voting for a party, I think that's a plus. So largely, will this translate to votes? Yeah, I don't think so. What I do think, however, is that based on my position that the party is really smart and unorthodox in who it targets, you would have seen the Magasela Mzobe from KZN joining the EFF. Now, I think that's an asset right there. I mean, this is someone that has been groomed by the ANC, has got quite a history in the Youth League, in your SASCOs, in the ANC itself. So they know the ANC. I don't think we can say the same about Advocate Mkhwebane from a political activism point of view.
Yeah, let's just talk, I think, just governance across the whole, right? Because there might, of course, be the question of, well, what does it look like when you have the former head of a Chapter 9 institution then entering the political sphere? I mean, does this bring into question her impartiality when she was serving as a public protector?
It definitely does. I think the impartiality was questioned whilst she was in office. That's what I'm saying. For whatever reason, she had never really stepped up to Advocate Madonsela's reputation, you know. So she was always a questionable figure as a public protector. For whatever political reason, for whatever legal reasons, I don't have insight to that. But she was never really, as I'm saying, she was never really a reputable public protector. She had gone to court, lost so many cases. So did she always have a political liking for the opposition party? Does this have anything to do with the relationship of a lawyer, Dalimbofu? Only they can say, but I suppose we can only take what she's saying, to join the EFF because of the policy, that's a whole rhetoric. But I actually hold the opinion that the EFF does actually go out there and scout for people, right or wrong.
Yeah, I mean, in that announcement, one of the things that the former public protector said is that she will continue to be a public protector from within the EFF and hold leaders to account. And I'm keen to then just, talk a little bit about what her ambitions then become. I mean, you were the head of a Chapter 9 institution. What are your ambitions then when you enter a political party? The prospects of you rising up the ranks, what does that look like?
Yeah, I think rising up the ranks, I like it, your choice of words, then. So I think those that have left, those that were with the formation of the EFF and quickly left, and it's said that the CIC himself is the ultimate of the EFF. So I'm not sure if rising up the ranks, because we've seen some of quite prominent political leaders that have not risen, in the ranks of the EFF. It remains a household run by this CIC and Floyd Shivambu. So whether this will work out, I think time will tell. But I think the party is not necessarily accommodative of a different perspective outside outside the views and the ideology and the utterances of the CIC. So you'll recall that quite a number of EFF members had quickly resigned after its inception. This is now based on being dictated to by the CIC. That's what the media was reporting. So whether rising up the ranks, I don't see, as I'm saying, she's not necessarily an asset to the EFF. I don't see rising up the ranks, but however, does it matter? So again, if any party can get their street more votes for whatever party, I suppose that counts in a democratic dispensation.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Well, thank you so much for your time. We really do appreciate the chat. Dr. Kuhle Zwakala, of course, is a political party brand analyst and a political analyst as well, speaking to us there via Teams.